Hello, everyone. Congratulations on being here on this morning's Turnaround Mastermind Call at 7:30 a.m. You guys are rock stars. Give yourselves a pat on the back right now.
Oh.
Pat, 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 pat. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the screen share here. And we're going to go over the things that we need to get done for our wonderful our wonderful event that we're going to be doing, the week-long virtual launch party event. And this is the list of things that we need to get done. We need to pick a name for our event. Okay, so we need a name. And so I want to discuss that. I'm going to go down this list sort of quickly, and then we'll go back and go through it more slowly. So the next thing we want to do is I was going to have Debbie talk about the banner she picked for the event. Right now, she's got the one where the woman is kicking the junk food. You know, she's doing a karate kick with the junk food. And those banner ideas are inside 2-week turnaround. If you just scroll down, you'll see it and see the different pictures that Debbie picked for the banner. Okay, so that's number 2. Debbie, you're not here, are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, honey, thank you. We asked for feedback inside the 2-week turnaround group. Debbie did. Debbie, do you want to just explain? In fact, I can probably scroll down here and find the banner. See our beautiful videos. Look at all those videos people did. Congratulations, everybody. Let me just get past here to where she okay, here it is. This is probably the one that we're going to use. It is a little unfortunate that this is fake, but it really does speak more to junk food, doesn't it? So what do you guys think of this as a banner? I want to get your feedback.
Well, is it product-related event, or is it going to be a business event?
This is a virtual launch party, so it will include all.
That to me rings just product, nothing about business.
We're sort of emulating a little bit about what the other group did with their launch party, but we don't need to be stuck with it, or we could have this picture and another picture. What do other people think? Because we really want the whole launch party concept. We're going to provide the core solution throughout the week. So we do want to include product because we're going to get a much larger net cast. If we focus only on business, our net's going to be smaller, unfortunately. It's just that where people's headspaces are at. A lot of them are looking for solutions, but they're also looking for income solutions. Sometimes they don't even know it. So
what about the one that had the woman like thinking? What about the one with the woman thinking? What about that?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hold on a second. Let me click off of this and go back here. And the woman thinking, I like that one too. That was my second favorite. This one, what do you guys think of this one?
Well, you know, Faith, what is another possibility, because Mary brought up a good point. I could do the banner with sort of 2 different images in it. One with the food, or, you know, the health food, whichever one we choose. And then the other one with more of a business image.
I'm fine with that. You want to guys do that?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, let's do that. It'll be different than the other group. And you know, the truth is, marketing is testing.
Yeah.
We're going to do it one way one time, and then we're going to fine tune and do it another way another time. This is not a one-time event. This is just the first one. So we're going to go out of this. This one looked a little too intense for me. I thought that was funny. It would make you laugh, though. But
yeah.
Okay, so for a health,
I also the apple. Yeah.
I like the first one, although for the beverage, it would be really nice if it looked like soda.
Yeah. Nice. Hey,
that's the only thing I was thinking too, is it kind of looks like a shake.
It kind of looks like a shake, I know.
Yeah, it looks like a shake. So I was thinking like a soda, which is what I'm really always trying to get people off of, is the sodas.
Can you do Photoshop, Debbie?
No. And I looked for a lot of different images, and I I didn't find one that was, that was the
That
right.
would work for
yeah.
a banner that would make sense.
Otherwise, the rest of it, I love this one. Otherwise,
You know what? My brother can do Photoshop. I'm going to ask him if he can make that look like a soda.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, if he can just turn that into soda, just make it a dark liquid. That's all he has to do. He doesn't even have to change the cup.
Yeah.
The liquid within it. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you, Bridget. And then Debbie, why don't we all pick business type pictures and post them inside the 2-week turnaround group. And then we're going to need to meet one more time if we're going to launch this on Monday, just to finalize stuff. It shouldn't have to be a long meeting, though, so it should be fairly quick. Just make sure that we're all on the same page. Let me go back here for a second. And I'm going to scroll back to our list. Sorry. And everyone, congratulations that did a video. And if you haven't done one yet, you still have time.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
And let's real quick. Well, let me go through the list, and then we'll decide when we want to start the event. Okay, so we need to write a description for our event, so that needs to happen. We will make the event private. I just threw up some names here as they were coming to me this morning. Mary, for administrators, Mary Burrell, Kathleen or Katie, me, Carrie Andres, Linda Fells, Kathy Tank. I just threw out some names, okay? And so that we need to have some good, strong administrators. We'll talk about what the administrators do in a minute. Pin the Isogenic Experience video at the top of the page. And I posted that video inside our thread. I think we all know which one that is. It's about 3 minutes long. And that was the one they used, and they found that they got a much better experience because the other videos they had used on their page prior to that event were too long and people lost, the attention span wasn't there. For something that you just want a real quick thing. 7, for us administrators and anyone else that wants to participate, we need to do 3 posts per day. I'm thinking like a morning, midday, late afternoon, early evening kind of thing. So 1 post during those points, a value post. That value post can be a before and after. It can be something on our profession. It could be entrepreneurial. It can be inspirational. It can be a solution-oriented value post of, anti-aging, performance, weight loss. So those are some of the different examples of what value posts would be. Let's see here. Okay, and number 8, I have Debbie Martin. Don't you love it? I just assigned Debbie stuff. Debbie.
Can we go back? Sorry, really, Beck, can we go back to the value post? Because I want to make sure everybody understands that they can also post short testimonials. They can actually do videos too, like athletes' testimony.
Exactly.
That one, they can do video links of like Isogenics, all the video promotional videos that we have. Eric Hoover, little short one. They can totally do videos too.
Absolutely. In fact, I think I say that right there, testimonial videos. But thank you for that. It's good to reinforce that so we can do testimonial videos. We have short video interviews with the IsaBody people. So people that are in the IsaBody challenge, there's short videos with them. So think short, punchy, fun, compelling. And those are all value posts that we can be doing. And thank you for that, Katie. And have Debbie Martin make several 4 fun, different variations and color graphics perhaps that say raffle for free samples. And we can decide what we want the wording to be on that, but something to that effect. And we should post those like maybe twice a day, just hypothetically. What do you guys think of that? Okay.
Yeah, at least
and Debbie, are you okay with doing that?
Sure.
Once you make them, you're not going to have to do all the posting. We just need the graphics.
What if
Yeah,
if we make sure that we put it in the about? Wait, what if we make sure we put that in the about?
Yeah, we should do both.
Okay.
We should definitely do both. Absolutely. Good point. Good point. And okay, so we just need the pictures, Debbie, and then we'll do the posting. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
And if nothing, just something fun, colors and stuff. We let's see. I mentioned here number 9. We post short video interviews with ISA body winners and others. That's sort of what Kathleen was really getting at there. Number 10, before and after pictures and posts each day. Just sort of breaking down some of the different kinds of posts. Pick a solution we provide to focus on. I don't know if you guys want to focus on a particular solution on a given day, but that's one strategy we could do. Weight loss, performance, anti-aging, wealth creation. Might be sort of nice to have sort of a day we do wealth creation, kind of thing. So we can talk more about that in a minute. I'm just quickly going through these and then we'll go back and discuss them. Number 12, Tuesday and Thursday do a 20-minute Zoom call. Show culture, fun, choose a topic to focus on, say weight loss, freedom, lifestyle. Number 13, by Monday, we invite up to 500 friends to create the page. We invite 500 friends on Monday. Each one of us can invite up to 500. And we create the page maybe over the weekend just to have it all ready to go. And check in several times a day to see who has responded. This is more for the admins to do. We check in a couple times a day to see who's responded, who's interested, who says they're going. And we follow up by private message. And we want to thank them for their support. Let them know if they have any questions. We're here to support them. We're looking forward to them attending our event. And remind them about the raffle. So just reinforce that raffle piece. If they attend either of our Zoom events throughout the week, so if we do one of those Tuesday and Thursday, and we can decide as a group what we want to do with that, should we give extra points for attending the Zoom event? That's a question for the group. We'll go back to it in a second. 15, let's discuss details of our Zoom calls. 16, Zoom event on Saturday afternoon. When I was re-listening, Kathleen, to the webinar last night, I just thought I heard that they did their event on Friday and then spent the weekend following up. It doesn't matter to me if we end up doing it Saturday, that's fine too. But I guess my thought process, I never heard her say anywhere that they covered just the business piece on a separate Zoom call on Saturday afternoon. If they did, I missed it.
They didn't. There was actually some ideas I threw around after, on a whole separate idea around that, because the feedback that I got from other people in the company was that we tried something like this before and there was a lot of confusion about where the event, the actual event was, because in that call, there is no specific day. They just have that one day, but they don't actually mark it as that being the event. They call the event the whole week. And so there was some confusion, like you show up at the, at the page and you sign up for the event and then you're like, well, where's the event? Like what's happening? And so when we talked about this originally, my proposal was that we shape it more like it has a climax, like a singular anchoring thing, rather than it being all week long. This is just a blah, and then it's over.
I like it.
So they didn't. Yeah, they said that they had certain things, but they didn't even have they introduced the video or they had the video, but they didn't really emphasize any of that. So that was my input and sort of where I was coming from. And then from when I'd asked around, I'm like, oh, hey guys, how was that? And the overwhelming response was, we were super confused because we didn't know what the event was and it was unclear. So
I get that.
Yeah.
Here's a here.
Yeah, we didn't know what it was, and we even work cryogenics. We didn't even know. So that was where that came from me.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that point, because I was a little, it's okay. You don't need to do it exactly like they did it. I just wanted to understand what the thought process there was. How about the rest of you? How do you guys feel about the point that Kathleen's making? having an actual event on Saturday that's the event.
Yes.
Okay. And let's pause here. I know I've been going really fast because I just sort of wanted to go through the whole list and then go back over it just so that people can sort of see the big picture. But everyone, let's just talk about this event for a second. How long, what time on Saturday, assuming that we do it on Saturday. So if we do it on Saturday, are we looking to do it in the afternoon? And how long will it be? And what do we want to cover? So that seems like really important. That's going to be our main event. So what are your thoughts on that, guys? Do we want to keep it to 20 minutes? Is that sort of the time frame, Kathleen, that you were picking up on?
Yeah, like that's what I got from them. That they shared, and the event was the launch party video.
Okay, so that's an event that is
that's the Michelle. That's the Bobby and Michelle Schaefer is the event, and so we have to decide whether we post it. We post it, and the event is all day long. It's up all day long, and we post it at 6 a.m. Or we scheduled to post it the night before, and it's on there. It's anchored into the page. You have your calendar that's actually going to nudge everyone that today's the day. You know what, you are attending this today on the Facebook calendar. So they're going to have that calendar that's going to tell them what's going on. Like, that's the event.
And it's like all day long, right? So they know that they can check in and watch that video anytime during the day.
Whenever.
Do we still want to have a live? I'm sorry, go ahead.
That was what we did talk about, adding something to that. But we also talked about doing something and having something live on Sunday for the drawing.
Ooh, I like that. So maybe what we could do is have the presentation all day long. I'm trying to remember, I've watched it several times, but did they really show the packages or not in that video? They don't, do they?
They didn't. What they did say was, one of those days they talked about, they made sure they dripped the business to people all week long within the page. And then one of those Zoom calls was a business-minded Cast the Vision call that talks about pure business. So one Zoom call was product, one Zoom call was business, and then they dripped product and business in the page throughout the week. And then the launch party is by Bobby and Michelle, which is anchored on a specific day, and that's kind of where we're at. And then they think that's it, right? Did I answer that?
I love doing the Zoom call on Sunday to do the drawing for the raffle. To me, that would get a lot of people really excited.
Yeah, it would be an open question and answer, maybe, right?
Yeah,
an open forum.
Yeah,
maybe
just
questions throughout the week.
Big, drum roll. Now we're doing the raffle for the free samples. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I like that. That gets. Are you guys liking that?
This is Mary.
Yes.
I really like that because Sunday is the end of the pay period. So if anybody gets excited, you can get them enrolled before 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I think Sunday would be great.
End of the week.
What time on Sunday do you guys think we should do that raffle part? Should that be midday, or, Sunday's a church time for people, so should we go more towards the afternoon? What do you guys think?
I would think later in the afternoon, like closer to, 4 o'clock or something.
Okay. What do you guys, rest of you, input? Everybody?
Yeah.
No, I'm good with that. Later in the day is good.
Yeah.
So 4, is that a good time? Because, we don't want to go too late, right? Because, different time zones. So if we go with 4 Pacific, then that'll still be okay, right, on the East Coast?
Yeah, that would be 7 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah, does that feel okay to people? Like that might be a good time to do the big video, the Zoom raffle? I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Really make it fun. Hey, we could take the idea that, I know this might be a little too silly, guys. I'm going to retract it, but I'm just going to throw out that I was thinking for a minute, how Denise Zatinsky has us do that exercise for our next video where we create a hat with isogenic stuff over it.
show up in our hat. That could be a culture thing, you know, like we could have a total flop week and be like, you know, maybe not our first launch party, but
Yeah, not
if we do another one that's like around Halloween and like all week long we're in character,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, that would be
I'm
good.
in.
Because otherwise it'd be cringe factor, right? It could
Yeah.
be a little cringe. It might be
4th of July, we're all red, white, and blue all week. I'll totally do theme. Yep, with like fireworks in the background on Sunday night. Woohoo!
Okay, I love the creativity. I love the creativity. Okay, so are we in a consensus that, and you can write this down in your notes when you print this out, just Sunday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so it's not too late on the East Coast. And we'll, and do we want to keep that to about 20 minutes, you think? Everyone?
Yes.
20 minutes sort of seems to be the benchmark on those Zoom calls. Okay, great. So that's good. So we Sunday thing. Yes.
I'm not going to be, do we have to be present on the Sunday one? I have a speaking engagement that I cannot and will not get out of. It's a really important speaking engagement on Sunday at
honey, it's
3:30.
okay. It's okay. Just support it throughout the week.
Yeah.
You know, the neat thing about a week-long event, it's like it's going all week, you know. That's just the culmination of it. And we'll also record that Zoom call, so it will be recorded. All Zoom calls will be recorded. So no worries on that. So, okay, so let me just quickly look at my notes here. We talked about, oh, go ahead.
It's not this, we're not doing that this Sunday. I want to make sure, because it sounded like you were talking, like, is that a reoccurring speaking engagement every Sunday? Is that what you were saying?
No. This is a March Against Monsanto thing, and I've been scheduled to do it for a while now.
Yeah, it's not this Sunday.
So it's not something I could just say, oh, I have something else to do now. I have to do this. I told them 3 weeks ago I would.
No worries. No worries.
And it's not this Sunday.
It's not this Sunday.
This Sunday.
The following Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fall. Because see, we're just in the planning stages of this event. So.
Okay, no, the way everybody was talking, it sounded like it was definitely this Sunday. That's why I was like, okay, no, I can't.
No, the event's going to go all week, and it's not going to start until we say it starts. I'm hoping that we're going to vote that it starts this Monday, because I don't want to keep delaying it. Because you know what? It's not so important that it's perfect, because no one's going to know what perfection is. It's just important that we get going with it, and we do it, and then we fine tune it. Let's talk about that. Are we energetically in unity to start this event next Monday? I am. How about everybody else? Can you give me a something so I can see visually?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Good schedule for me next week.
Let's get
Because if we meet one more time for, say, 15, 20 minutes to finalize this prior to Monday, we'll be okay. And not everyone necessarily has to make that meeting, but definitely the administrator should be at the meeting. And again, it doesn't need to be very long. We're just going to confirm. We do need to, who considers themselves a great writer? I know Bridget is and Debbie is. Who else has writing ability? Linda. Okay, so between the three of you, look, first of all, before we talk about that, let's decide when we're going to get back together for 15 to 20 minutes. When can we all get back together just to make sure we've got all our parts done? So do we want to maybe connect Saturday morning for 15 minutes? Can we do that?
We need to do it Saturday morning because of timing and how it works out, so that anything that can be changed on Sunday without it being a panic heart attack.
Okay,
so Saturday morning is a no-go for me. I have a launch party Saturday morning.
Okay, so when do we want to get together for a few minutes to make sure we've got everything done? Friday morning?
I can do early Friday morning.
So how early is early?
Like this time, like 7:30?
So can we do 7:30? Is everyone in agreement that we'll connect for 15, 20 minutes, 7:30 Friday morning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because that way we'll make sure. So we need to have our homework assignments done by then, meaning the description, so that we can all go over that together and then finalize the different pieces. So Linda, Bridget, and Debbie, are you guys willing to write something up for the description, and then we'll finalize it on Friday morning?
For the description,
Of the event, you know, what,
I would rather bow out of that. I will, what I will contribute is reading over it and making corrections. I think I'm better at that.
okay, so you'll be our editor. Okay. So, Linda and Bridget, are you available? I saw that you were on the phone.
Is Bridget there?
She was there. I just know that she was on the phone. You guys can.
She's still on the phone. She's still on the phone.
Okay.
Okay, we'll ask Bridget that in a few minutes. But Linda, can you contribute to some verbiage?
Yeah. I mean, if Bridget and I can get together and talk and start doing it, you know, together, that would be really helpful. So
Okay,
I just need
great.
to check her schedule time.
And then
I've got this afternoon and I've got tomorrow afternoon available. So
okay, that's great. Then get together with Bridget, and you guys talk about when you guys want to do that, and write up some stuff and share it with each other. And Debbie, would you be okay with reviewing and editing that on Friday morning?
If I have time on Friday morning, because I work, so
Okay.
I'm not sure how my time.
Or it doesn't even have to be. How about, okay, so today's.
Why don't you just give me some?
So Linda and Bridget, you guys get together. If you get it done by tomorrow, they can just send it to you, Debbie, and you just do it when you have time.
Okay, that works better.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So it doesn't have to be a specific time. So, okay, great. So Debbie's our editor. Linda and Bridget will write it, and then we'll just all confer on it on Friday for those that can make that meeting. And hopefully the majority of us can, just so that we can be on the same page. So really good. So we got, so let's go back to the top of the list real quick. So we've got, we need a name for our event. Can we come up with that right now? What do you guys think would be a good name for our?
Well, I had suggested Eat and Grow Rich.
How about you guys? How about everybody else? How do you feel about that Eat and Grow Rich name?
Yeah,
I kind of like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
like
can
it,
we can
Bridget?
start it. Yeah, we can start it that way.
Okay, so I'm going to write down Eat and Grow Rich. And
Can I just interject something really quick?
yes, who's that?
I
Debbie or Patrice?
Patrice, go for it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just felt like I was okay. Eat and Grow Rich. I think we should put something in there about sharing, because we don't just eat and then suddenly get rich. We share.
Yeah, right.
Right?
We eat and
I
go
mean,
fat.
am I right, or am I just? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so eat, share, and grow rich.
Yes.
Well, I think if you're going to do that, I mean, the whole point of that was the play off of the,
Picture.
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and grow rich, yeah.
So if you don't want to do that, I would just say maybe eat, share, get paid.
That's
Just
good too.
Go with that.
Right here. Okay, so I'll do that one too. And if we come up with anything in between time or by Friday that people like better, just let us know. We can talk about that on Friday. But right now, eat, share, and get paid. Feel good to people.
Here, can I just throw this out there? This is always the hardest part in a project. It's like you can get all of the details within it, but the minutia of actually calling it something, like giving it something, is always the hardest part. And if we can get that writing out, like our about and, sort of our description set up and read it to each other, would be the most helpful for us to reach down into our little creative sack and pull out a couple of words to put it all together.
Yeah.
So the challenge for us is to make sure that we know who our audience is and make sure that what our purpose is, and that it's vague enough so that people are interested, but clear enough so that people actually can make some decisions and we don't have to deal with a lot of negativity about that, your false like making it a negative representation.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
So, so like with our picture, we've decided that it's going to be the lady kicking the hamburger and the shake, or it'll be a soda, right? Is that what we
Which,
agreed
by
on?
the way,
Okay, let me say something right here, because I've already created 2 other images and I put them on the Facebook page. Faith, if you want to scroll down, you'll see them underneath your launch party whole list of things to do that you had.
Or was it right below
Down
that?
the
list?
thread.
It's in comments under your whole list.
Oh, okay. Let me go back up here.
I also have been in communication with my
Oh.
brother, and he's going to do the Coke thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, well, the Coke thing, when we split up the photos, we may, if you like this photo, we may just use that one.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Love it.
Laptop wealth, better health. That's awesome.
That is really good.
Okay, now there's a second choice, so show the second choice.
Okay, let me go back.
You guys are so amazing. This is perfect.
I like this. Yeah. Okay, what do you guys think? Which one do you like better?
The first one. You gotta have
I
water.
like the
The
first
color
one.
was nice.
Yeah, me too. Linda, sorry. I like the first one too. Because it shows the ocean.
Yeah.
The lifestyle. Yeah.
lifestyle. Okay, so we've all agreed that this is the one. This is our banner.
Yay! Can we call it that? Laptop wealth, better health. Can we call it
Yeah,
that?
can't that be the name of our thing? That's pretty
I
cool.
like
Yeah.
that name. Debbie, you didn't even know it, but you created a name.
Yay!
Maybe
Right.
I
the
like
other way around, better health,
Better
laptop
health.
wealth.
Debbie actually beat me to the punch.
That's really good.
I just pulled up that picture of the lady kicking all the donuts, and I said, I wonder if they would like to see this picture. And then she pulled it up, and I was like, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, the reason I didn't use that one for the all other banners is because the size did not fit in the long banner, but it fits when you split it up like that.
yeah.
Debbie, can you just for kicks put the better health on the left and the laptop wealth?
Yeah, yeah,
See how that looks?
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you guys, I'm so
Well,
excited.
okay, here's the thing, on the Facebook event page, isn't your title in white letters?
Yeah, it would be down here, the title. But
Okay, well then if it's switched around, you won't see it.
That's true.
Okay, then we leave it that way, and we just put the title down here.
I just think it's backwards though, chronologically, you know.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? The
Yeah, I
title
do.
that Facebook puts in there. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. I might could put like a black bar or something underneath that white.
It's worth
that
a
we can
try.
show it.
If
So
it's
we
not
show
too
it.
much trouble, I think it would be.
Well,
worth
we
a
can.
try.
Yeah, I'll work with it. We can try it both ways.
Okay, I love this banner. I love the name.
Yeah, I like the
Awesome.
name. The name is great.
Yep.
So is everyone sort of like into the feeling of better health, laptop wealth?
Totally.
God, Debbie, you are brilliant. Look at you, man.
I'm brilliant. I don't even know it.
Oh my God. That's like the best name ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
that's awesome.
I'm like so excited about it. I'm like getting all goosebumpy. Okay,
Yep.
so
That's awesome.
we did great stuff here, guys.
I know, right?
Back again. We got the banner. We got a name. Now all we need to do is, and Bridget, are you? Did you hear that you and Linda are going to work on a description?
No, but okay, cool.
And we want to have it done, at least pretty done, by Friday morning at 7:30 a.m. We're going to get back together for 15-20 minutes just to finalize the pieces, okay?
Okay, and I got lost on, are we actually launching this? Sorry to go back, but this coming Monday?
Yes.
Yes.
So what was happening on Saturday?
Okay, so
Nothing.
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 Okay.
yeah.
Nothing.
So
Okay.
the following, we were discussing and we mixed it, so that's not,
Okay.
let me go back up here just to make sure. Okay, so I'm so excited. We got a
Yay!
name, we've got a banner. Thank you, Debbie Martin, you brilliant person, you. Bridget and Linda are going to work on the description. 7 a.m. on Friday. We'll go over that, fine tune wherever it needs to be fine tuned. Debbie can be our editor on that. If you guys will do Debbie the favor, seeing if you can get that description put together by tomorrow at the latest, and then just private message it to Debbie Martin, and then she'll look at it and maybe make a few alterations, maybe not. And then we'll be ready to go for Friday morning to go over that. So everyone good with that? Bridget, Linda? That a
Yeah.
good thing? Okay. And is everyone clear on what being an administrator is and what our job duties are, so to speak.
Mhm.
Is everyone clear on that? Any confusion?
No.
Okay. So
I do have a question on that, Faith. This is
Yeah.
Mary.
Yes, Mary.
When you said that the admins will go in and check the activity in the page and then respond via message, are we doing that to just our people who are joining? Because I find that if, say I invited somebody who joined and say one of the admins, not me, responded in that message, they may not be akin to that.
We talked about that in the last meeting. I know Kathleen felt like, hey, we can all do it for each other. But I'll be honest, I agree with you, Mary. I think that could be a little confrontive to a brand new person that's just sort of put their toe in the water. It may be better for everybody to go to the page and check who's interested, who's said they're coming, and follow up with them. Can everyone take responsibility for their people?
Yes.
So that
I
they're
think that's real important because you want to build a relationship. Keep building your relationship with
Yes.
I
Yeah.
agree. It's a relationship, and plus we have to gain their trust. And if some
Right.
it may be good for us, like Kathleen was saying, we can be the people. But see, when someone comes to an event like a celebration or a university, they've already sort of agreed that they're going to be interchanging with people they don't know, right? Because they've gotten to the event. This is a virtual event, which is a whole different animal in a way. But we're just really, virtual events. How many people here have joined virtual events and never attended? I know I have. I get excited about, I'll see something, and if I had someone that reached out to me that I didn't know, I'm a pretty social person. I might not get scared off, but someone could, especially if they're very private.
Exactly.
So are we all good with that right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to
I have
follow.
I have a suggestion
Yes.
that the admins could do is when they're scouting the page, sometimes people who are attending the event will comment or have a question. I think that it's okay for the admin to reply or respond to that question, but in addition to that, they need to message who invited that person to include that person in the conversation. Tie that up.
Good idea. Good idea.
Excellent
Absolutely.
idea, Mary. Perfect.
Absolutely.
So just to review, as admins, if we see someone has a question or a concern or whatever, or just even a positive, interact with them, but then redirect it to the person that invited them to follow up through private message. We're all in agreement on that?
Yes.
Okay. Great. That's good. I feel really good to me.
I have one more thing I'd like to add while I'm speaking, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
I'm on the 2-week turnaround Facebook page, and I know someone brought it up. I think it was Debbie brought it up that in the beginning of the event that we'll be posting, the Bobby and Michelle.
Yes.
The beginning of that video needs to be cut out.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Is that going to be happening?
I'm going to talk to my husband about that.
Okay, good.
So he can show me how to do that. I did it years ago on YouTube, but I forgot how I did it. So I need to have him help me with the editing part. I don't think it's hard. I could probably just Google it and find out, but I'll work on that. Okay, guys, I'll get that done.
Okay.
So we'll work on the video.
Okay, I'm complete. Thank you for letting me have the stage for a minute.
Hey, Mary, I'm glad you took the stage. That was really valuable stuff. So to just reiterate for administrators and anyone else, even if you're not an admin, still come and post value posts, okay? So that's a good thing, even if you're not an admin. So that the value posts, we want to have 3 or more a day, maybe even 5 a day. Throughout the day, break it up throughout the day, and we're going to cover obviously before and afters, solutions, wealth creation, entrepreneurship, inspiration. Those are topics, right? And we can do short videos like Kathleen said. We can post short videos from the Eyes of Body Challenge winners. We can do any kind of short, probably 3 to 4 minutes. Pretty much we're in agreement in that range of kind of video we can be posting. What do you guys think about posting Eric Cougar's You +2, Them +2? Is that something that maybe we should do later in the week once they've been exposed to the solutions? What do you
I
think?
think it should be a part of our Zoom day. When we have our Zoom about business day,
Yes.
it can actually be introduced then. But that's an
Agreed.
awesome video.
Yeah. it's a
Because
great video.
did you guys see that our start, like we just hit 100 plus for 100 millionaires in our start group?
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
18 to 35. 18 to 35.
100 million.
Where did you find that at?
It was I saw it in our Alive to Thrive Now post this morning. Just run through the news feed. Someone else, I think Eric Kridner shared it, or Abby Rowe did. But our start group is absolutely huge. So you guys, that I'm going to probably throw something in there at least once a day about that 18 to 35 group.
Yeah.
Perfect. How many millionaires? Because I saw the post with 200.
There it is, 200. It's 200.
200 people that are earning six-figure incomes, right?
Yes.
Wow. That is just goosebumpy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
powerful. That is really powerful, you guys. So it depends on, and like thinking about who our target audience is, it's like a lot of us have friends who are on Facebook, but if you have a public page, there's a lot of young folks out there. There's a lot of 18 to 35s in this format.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a
I'm
lot
getting
of
goosebumps.
kids of our contemporaries too, who are.
So
Yeah.
this is a good thing when you're doing the memory jogger and you're thinking about your Facebook friends and you can invite up to 500 of them. Sort of think in light of that as well. So you're thinking about things that we're posting, that should help you also with who you invite to the page.
Yeah.
And we want to have everyone invite, once we set the page up over the weekend and on Monday's our start date, let's all get on there and not only do our posting, but be sure to be inviting up to 500 friends. You don't have to do it all in the same day, but do it as quickly as you can because you want them to get the benefit of the whole week of events.
So one more thing really quick, you guys. So the people that you add are going to see what we add, but there may be specific, if you know who they are, the individuals are, there might be a specific message that you want them to know, and then you can actually spice that into the news feed. If there's something specifically that you know about an individual that you added that is a potential that just needs that last little push, this is a good place to do it also.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Right?
Debbie, Katie, you cut out. Could you repeat that, please?
So you are like, sometimes the people that you add to your page, you know them intimately. If there's a place or time, even though admin, we are posting like all day long and keeping the news feed running, the people you add are going to see the things that you post on there too. So this is just like our bigger product page. Post specific information to those people that you know that are like just on the edge, ready to push to see your people.
That you know that they'll like and resonate.
To see your people.
Okay, and here's, oh God, I just had a question and it just left my brain. I hate that when that happens.
See your people, post specific stuff, start group.
Okay, well, I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's talk about the Zoom calls themselves. Are we wanting to do one on Tuesday and one on Thursday? And if so, what time? And what do we want to cover on those Zoom calls? Do we want to cover something different each time? Like one more solution-oriented for the product and one more business-oriented? What do we think? What do you guys think on that?
Can we stick with the 4 o'clock so it's consistent throughout the week?
Okay, so just 4 o'clock on Tuesday and 4 o'clock Thursday and 4 o'clock Saturday.
And we don't have to because it's a weekday, so it might be a bad idea. But if we're consistent.
Yeah, the only thought I had was that some people might be more available in the morning, some in the afternoon. You know how that goes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to just stick with the same time frame? Since they're going to be recorded anyway, what do you guys think? Just keep it the same?
Well, I think for Tuesday and Thursday, you need to do something in the evening when because most people work.
Yeah.
Right.
So then like 6 o'clock Pacific? No.
Well, we can't.
That could work.
Okay, so there's a Tuesday team call with Team Y, so I want to work around that. And then there's the Thursday Cast the Vision call. So we have to work around the time frames on that. And do we want to include a recording of the Cast the Vision call on our page at some point? That's another thing to think about.
I think that would depend on what that Cast Vision video or Zoom session was, what it covered.
What do you guys think about Brenda Hartman's one from last week?
That was fabulous.
I think it's a great Zoom call. I'm thinking on our Zoom calls, rather than have like a product Zoom call and a business Zoom call, because I don't think most people are going to be on both Zoom calls. So,
Right.
you could do like the whole vision thing, like talk about the wealth and the health and the wealth. I mean, that's what our banner is. That's what our whole title is, Better Health, Laptop, Wealth. So
Right.
include both of those on
So
each
what
Zoom
if
call.
for our first, that's a great idea, but what if for our first try that we actually make Cast a Vision our Thursday night call? Is that Satan? Is that terrible? What if we just piggyback that for our first try?
That's not a bad idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cast a Vision will be, and guess what, you guys? I'm doing the Cast a Vision call next week.
Right?
I got to practice. I've told Bonnie, send me those notes. So you guys cool with that? That we use?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Sure.
Especially since you're going to be doing it.
That's right.
Perfect.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday.
So,
Do we want to do that? I'm trying to.
so we can launch this. So you know what I mean? Like,
So Tuesday.
so Tuesday will be product then.
What do you guys think? Do you
Product,
wanna do
right?
both? Do you want to do on a vision? I'm sorry, on the Zoom.
Well, I
Product.
think we should do both. I mean, I think you can have
Combine
a
it.
primary focus of product, but I think, the whole event thing is with the wealth, and if you don't put that in there in the big picture, because we're casting the big picture.
Yeah.
Right.
What
And
if-
that's what the title is.
Yeah, what if we did on the first Zoom call on Tuesday, and we have to decide the time so it doesn't interfere with the Team Y call, but what if we sort of made it more like a roundtable discussion? What do you think?
Yeah.
A little bit more interactive, like instead of it just being like a PowerPoint, which
Yeah.
Thursday would be, make it more like us talking about our why in reference to the products and our why in reference to the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Make it the way a real launch party would be, where you would have that conversation.
Yeah, and instead of being like a formal presentation, be more of a roundtable. We're all discussing those two key points, because I think, they can get all the information on the comp plan from videos. They can get all the information, but I think what they want to feel is are these people I can relate to? How has Isogenics impacted us with our health and our wealth? You guys resonating with that? As for our first call? And then that way it makes it easier. We don't have to be so structured. I think a little less structure sometimes can work in our favor. Does everyone resonate with that? And then maybe like, just all of us participate in that so that you're all being featured. I mean, you're all.
I really like the idea too of incorporating like Katie's story with the different age groups. We're kind of getting a lot of.
And she can share that on the page, but she can also share it in the video.
Yeah.
But I think we want to have, you are going to resonate to the demographic, Bridget, former, okay, you don't want to call yourself an executive, whatever name, but,
Former worker bee.
Former worker bee, woke up,
I think the really key things to talk about are that. And I loved what Rod Brooks said about how he had rejected it just based on an experience with network marketing in the past.
Well, Linda could speak to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Linda, are you cool with that? I think, it's good. I don't think we have to get too structured here. I think we each have a unique story. I'll resonate with people that have been involved with network marketing.
Yeah.
And you'll resonate with the workforce. Linda, you're the skeptic. Yucky network marketing, blah, blah, blah. Debbie, you're an artist. You're going to resonate with all the artists. What do you guys think? And
Yeah, and Mary's incredible health story. So
incredible
got a
health.
lot to tell here.
Yeah, I think stories are really important. And I think that's what people will connect with is our stories. And we all have very different stories of why we got into it and why we stayed. I think that's a lot of it is not just why we got into it, but why we've stayed with it.
Why we're staying and where our vision is. Where do we see ourselves going? And why do we want to hook our wagon to this wagon? That's enough right there. That's our whole Zoom call for Tuesday. And the nice thing about doing that early in the week is that when we can have that recording posted, I think that's going to be the one that really gives people the goosebumps. What do you guys think? People make decisions for emotional reasons, usually not just for intellectual. So
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that way we don't have to really sweat, oh, I've got to cover this. I think it's going to naturally occur. I think having Kathleen with the younger generation, Bridget, Worker Bee, Faith, crazy entrepreneur, Linda, professional, Debbie.
Health field, and for me, it's health field for people who have, private practices in the health field and how you add this into it.
Yeah, and how you don't get trapped by only being seen as a health expert so that people know that they can in turn, share without having all your expertise. I think that's a key piece.
You got to figure out a better background.
but you know what I'm saying? Be yourself, but just be aware to sort of couch it in that context. Okay, so now we know what we're doing Tuesday. When do we want to do that one so we don't interfere with Team Y? Team Y happens at 6:30.
Is 4:30 impossible on a weekday, do you think?
It's going to be later on the East Coast and Midwest. It's just 4:30 on the West Coast. It's
7:30 on East Coast.
Yeah, what do you guys think? That time?
Well, I mean, if we're having it at 6 o'clock, the other calls don't start till 6:30, and we're doing 20-minute call.
I just don't want to run it quite too close to what if we did 5:30.
5:30.
5:30.
That way we just have a little more room between the two calls.
5:30 Pacific.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think, the only problem I see with that is if people working and they're they get off at 5 o'clock, but most people do, they're not going to be home.
But the truth is, we're recording it and putting it up on the page anyway after it's recorded, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they can listen to it later if they miss it.
Okay.
You want to hit the East Coast people because a lot of my people on the fence are on the East Coast, so I want them to make sure they can get on.
Okay, so let's say, are we okay with 5:30 Pacific then, everyone? Just so that we're not too crowded up here. Okay, so 5:30 Tuesday, and then on Thursday it will be the vision, past the vision, and that's at 6:30, And then on Saturday, okay, we talked about doing a Zoom call on Sunday for the raffle. Saturday, do we just want to leave it as the Schaefers? Is that their last name? I can't remember.
Yep, the Schaefers. Yep.
Okay, so we want to just make that the focus all day Saturday. That's the event happening all day, and people can watch it whenever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Super
Sunday.
simple. Yes. Yeah.
Sunday, what time?
And I would say, we should start it first thing in the morning. Post it at, one of us get up, maybe an East Coast person get up and post that puppy as early as they can.
I agree. We can even schedule it to go out first thing at 6 a.m. Perfect. So Sunday, when do we want to do the Zoom raffle call?
We agreed at 4 p.m.
Oh, that's right. I have to write it down though. Okay, so 4 o'clock on Sunday. And that's going to be fun. We need to have something like a container and some tickets, drawing them out, names written on it, like something like that, right? Maybe maybe we have some confetti. Throw confetti down.
That's all you, Sunshine, because I ain't cleaning up confetti in my world. Sorry.
I don't mind.
Oh, the nightmares of confetti.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Remember Renata Lee on our, in the old days, for those that don't know this, Renata Lee's my sponsor. She always had the horn. Remember?
I vote no on the horn.
Oh my goodness, her and that horn. No telling when she'd send it off.
I'm gonna look up getting a horn, okay? Because I don't have my horn anymore. I don't know where it is. So get horn.
Go to Party City. Party City.
Party
City.
City.
They got every kind of horn you could possibly blow in public.
So man, that's starting to sound like okay. We're gonna need to make sure that we coordinate before this Zoom call that we have all the names of the people in one place. So maybe we can create a document inside a 2-week turnaround where every person that is, just sort of do a running total of the number. It's like name the person, how many points do they have? And then at the end of the week, we add up all the points. What do you think?
No, just put the name and the day and time they posted. And then we add up each time.
Okay.
It'll be a virtual like hat. Even though, and like we can write it, but just have an open document. Everybody writes on it, and like everybody has access to it. And you just, every time you personally see them, do the name and the date and time they posted on the post, so we don't accidentally do it twice. And that way there's no worries about hash marks and tallying. And did you do that one? Did I do that one? Just name and blah, blah.
Okay, so I'm going to create a document inside of 2-week turnaround, and we will just call it, Raffle document or something. And every time you see a person, you just put the name of the person and the date and the time that they did whatever,
So the only people who can write on that document.
Health, wealth, hat. Health, wealth, hat.
So the only people that can write on that document are the admins, though.
Yeah, I guess so. And Bridget, you're going to be an admin, so. So are we good with that? Does that seem clear to everybody?
Yeah.
Are we clear?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. So who?
There's some questions about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, for particular post, I mean, who is kind of responsible for putting the people's names in who comment on a particular post? The person who create the post? I mean, the admin just keep adding and hopefully you don't duplicate, or, I mean.
What do you guys think? That's a good question.
I'm kind of trying to figure out how we can make sure we get them all, but don't duplicate. I can see that with the times, the duplication will help as long as you're not putting people's names down. I guess if a person's name is already on the list, you just add a new time to it.
Yeah, if they're already on the list, just put their name again, right?
Yes, do it again. Pretend it's a piece of paper. You're going to put it in there and pretend it's a piece of paper. So you're pretending you're writing on a piece of paper. So, but like there are certain times there's going to be a lot of activity, and there's certain times there's not going to be any. So obviously at 3 o'clock in the morning, we aren't going to have to be as diligent, but we have 3 admins plus this group that are all going to be in there conversing and hollering at each other. If something falls through the cracks, just reach out on Messenger. Hey, Jackie that I added just had something to say about the video about our Tuesday night Zoom call. And then, either you yourself can comment on it, or admin can go, hi, yeah, I agree, or thumbs up, or whatever, so that we all know that someone in this group has seen it and knows about it. And then the 3 admins are responsible to write it down with the date, the posting they saw, and the time, some data.
And I've got 5 admin. I threw Kathy Tank in there, but she may not want to be an admin. But I've got 5.
And if it falls, if we duplicate, we duplicate. It's not
the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's going to be a drawing, and there's of whoever just. The idea is not so much that it's perfect. The idea is that
we just figure it out,
and that people are excited about being part of the raffle.
And this part we just might have to redo it halfway through the week. Be like, I'm so confused. That we can totally just figure it out. This is something that is really we're going to have to get on the ground and work this one out, I think.
Okay.
I think that our first week of working through our interactions on this page is going to be a wonderful growing experience for all of us as we learn how to talk to people, and each other, and our team gets together and who excels at what. This is where our joy comes, is yay, we're a team.
This is really
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Exactly. We're working together. And the truth is, this is how we're going to learn. We're going to learn while we earn. We're going to earn while we learn.
Yep.
So, wonderful. So I'll create the document. We add the people in, put date and time that they did what. You don't have to say what they did. Just put date and time. That will just help us to scan the list and make sure they're like,
Katie, look.
duplicates.
Hi.
Hey, hi there. So,
Hi.
hi
Oh.
there. Yay.
There's a little, yeah, it's a puppy.
So
and
I
she's
know the time has
adorable.
gone long. I apologize. Let me just, before we end today, just tell me any holes.
Faith.
Yes, Debbie.
I put some more images underneath the thing if you want people to look at them really quick and choose something.
I saw them. How do we decide between the black and the red? I can't make my head
Black.
around it. You voting
Vote on
black?
black. I
Black.
vote on black.
I'm going to bring it up here. Let me bring it up. Okay, so that's black. And let me go back to red. I think red's a little intense, but that's just my initial guess here. Let me click on the red one here.
Is the red headings okay though?
Okay, let me look.
Yeah.
Oh no, red. Yeah, red's better. Red's better. I like the red better.
It does pop. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like
Check
the
with
red.
everybody. What do you guys think?
I kind of like because you made the red font. I like the red, I think.
Yeah, I think the red makes the other pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to use this one then, right? This is the one that we're voting on?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, anything that we may have missed before we end today's call, and then we get back together on Friday at 7:30 just to finalize. And homework assignment is Bridget and Linda are going to work on description.
I need to call you, Bridget.
That to Debbie.
Yeah, can you call me right now after?
Yeah. I'll call you right
Okay.
now. I think my phone has power back into it. I was almost dead this morning.
and Kathleen, you had something you wanted to say.
There's one more thing that we didn't talk about that we might want to wait for another day because it's a biggie. And I'm going to ask right now, do we
Oh, you're
Why are
breaking
you
up.
getting out?
You're breaking up.
archive everything that we show on the page?
I'm sorry, what was that question?
Do we archive everything that we expose on the page throughout the week? Or do we wait and release it all on Sunday? So that Zoom call that we do on Tuesday, do we run it only, do we run it Wednesday and then, so we run that Wednesday and then take it down? And then we have,
it down in case someone missed it. And they'll
Yeah,
get
keep it up.
Bring it up.
I think we need to really be deliberate about that because Sunday could be where we have the opportunity to answer all those questions. If you want to see it again, last chance to see it is Sunday. Sunday, we replay all of the information you saw this week, and we can
Okay.
actually have it as a way to pull them back to
Okay,
us
so
on
a
Monday.
discussion. What do you guys
That's a discussion. No, and we don't have to answer it now. It's just a thought.
Okay, so
Every
we decide
other
that on
webinar that
Friday.
I've been on, every other webinar that I've ever been on that's been a week long, that's what they do. You only have a certain amount of time to watch it. It comes down, but you get to see it again on one day, all of the information one day.
Okay, so it's booking to the event. It's creating urgency and all that stuff. Let's discuss that on Friday morning. We'll finalize that. Really good point.
That's it.
It seemed like there was something else that I wanted to ask you guys. God, boy, I guess it will come to me when on Friday, because I know we've taken a lot of time here. I know that Bridget and Linda are going to work on the description. Feels like there's something else, and I'm not thinking of it right now. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. If I think of it, I will. Here's what I'm going to do. If I think of the question I was going to ask, I will put it inside the chat thread in the group on 2-week turnaround. How's that sound? Is everyone feeling complete for the moment? And everyone's sort of, I don't say perfectly clear, but pretty clear on what we're doing here.
I have one little question.
Yes,
I
Bridget.
missed out on that whole thing of doing our little personal testimonials. Are we doing something like that for this too?
Yes, those testimonials are for this event.
Okay.
We just wanted to get some content ready for the event. So
Okay.
if you can have your testimonial done by Friday, then that'll be ready to go. And you can post it inside 2-week turnaround just to have it there. But here's another thought on those testimonials. Does everyone have a YouTube channel or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yours. I have your YouTube channel.
Well, you can either give me your videos and I can post them on my YouTube channel, but the reason why I'm saying that is that, or we can just, do you guys know how to post your video to the event? You guys clear on that, how that works?
I have no idea. I have a channel, but I don't even know what I do.
Okay, so are you guys, is everyone doing their videos on their phone?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how to post a video that you've done on your phone into a group, right?
Yes.
Kathleen, I'm going to ask you this. Would posting a video that you do on your phone be the same as you would inside a group on an event? So if we post inside an event, does it work the same on our phones, or do you know?
That I don't know.
Okay, so let's.
I'm not using. I'm using Zoom to do all of my videos. So
Okay.
I do it on my PC because of the bandwidth. I have no idea. I'm assuming that it's super, super duper simple to just
Okay.
post it into Facebook. Like you could just do
Yeah, so you
post a
could
video.
do an event just as easily as you could.
From your phone.
We'll finalize that on.
I'll find out. I can totally practice today and let
Yeah,
everybody know.
let's just sort of practice so that when we're ready to go, people aren't confused. Like, I can't figure out how to get my video up on the event. I think that's sort of a
Yeah,
key.
I can totally find out.
Okay, awesome. Any other questions, anyone? I'm so proud of you guys. I want to go back. I want to take off screen share real quick so I can see everybody. Let me just go to the collage view. All right. I want to thank everyone for being on this morning. You guys are rock stars. Mwah. What are you going to say? What are you doing there?
It looks like you can share your video to YouTube.
Yeah. So if you have a YouTube channel, you know, you need a channel to put it on. If you don't, we'll have a option B for you to just post directly onto the event. But for right now, Bridget, go ahead and do your video testimonial and just put it up on our 2-week turnaround. It's good practice. We'll see you all on Friday at 7:30 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Love you. Thanks.
Bye. Cool. And then, do you want me to just set up another Zoom so you and I can work on a document?
I can't do it now. I can either do it this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
So why don't we do it? So I'll just call you and so we can pick up time.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.